Introducing your 2011 AAA Blues. Defenseman. Number 2, Patrick Komodowski. Defenseman. Number 7, Hutch Rubis. Forward. Number 9, Tyson Boyer. Defenseman. Number 10, John Peterson. Defenseman. Number 11, Malachi Smith. Defenseman. Number 12, Linus Brooks. Forward. Number 13, Brandon Bauer. Forward. Number 16, Braden Harris. Forward. Number 17, Jackson Giorgio. Defenseman. Number 19, Emerson Minimin. Forward. Number 21, Mason Blanchard. Forward. Number 27, Grant Fugner. Forward. Number 29, Ian Bowers. Goalie. Number 30, Max Stutzer. Goalie. Number 31, Luke Scanapieko. Forward. Number 66, Braden Schneider. Forward. Number 85, Gordon Crowley. Forward. Number 88, Luke Wessel. Forward. Number 91, Jonathan Zilm. Forward. Number 93, Ben Spatansky.
Okay, let's go.
Good morning, Blues fans. We are live here in Chicago for the Blues' third game of the Mission Showcase. Today, your Blues take on the Dallas Stars Elite, number 9 team in the nation from last year. Blues played them 5 times last year, had really competitive games each time, unable to get a win last year, so they're hoping to pull one off this year to start the season. Blues just finished their chat at the net. They go to the bench for final instructions. And we'll be back for the first period here shortly. And we are ready to kick this game off. Blues send out the Blanchard, Crowley, Bauer line up front. Defensive pair to start this game will be Miniman and Peterson. Max Stutzer will be our goaltender for today. Comes off a solid 36 shot save game earlier in this showcase. He's hoping to repeat that today. Dallas wins that faceoff. They go D to D. They send it up the line. They cross the red line. Here they come in, get around one defender. Passes just off the mark, goes into the corner. Peterson pushes his man off the cup. It goes far side, hit on Miniman. Allows Dallas to control. Blanchard picks it up, sends it back behind the net. Peterson's there. He takes a hit. He's able to move it forward. Crowley comes away with it, tips it to Miniman. Miniman goes high up the boards. It's going to go all the way down. They're going to say Dallas could have played it, so no icing. Bauer heavy on the forward check, hits his man. Dallas able to lead man the puck. They send it up. Rubis has to pull up as Dallas had numbers coming the other way, and his move at the blue line is just enough to cause an offsides. We already start with a little bit of extracurriculars. As Rubis took exception to something the Dallas player did. I didn't see anything, but obviously riled him up. Blues make a full line change. Rubis stays out. His partner Brooks comes out. Schneider centering Hugner and Bowers up front. Neutral zone faceoff right next to the Blues bench here. Faceoff won by Dallas. They go D to D. Hugner on the forecheck. Causes that pass to go errant. Brooks picks it up in his own zone, sends it behind the net to Rubis. Rubis up the boards, hits a seam. Schneider has to stop trying to get it. Dallas comes away with it. Blues poke it away. Blues pushing it forward. Rubis gets it out. Hugner on the forecheck. Dallas player has it, circles. Good stick by Hugner, holds it in. He puts it in deep. Bowers gives chase to the far side. Dallas lead mans the puck. Here they come, 3-on-3 back the other way. Good stick by Hugner, breaks that up. He's going to take the puck back out through the neutral zone, tries to get around one, gets tripped, no call. Dallas comes away with it. They go far side. They're going to lead man it out. Here they come through the neutral zone. They're going to chip it in deep for Brooks to chase. He's going to send it hard behind the net to Schneider. Schneider circles. He gives it up to Hugner. Hugner around the boards, tips around his guy. Dallas takes it back. They go far side. They're going to throw it in deep, go for a change with one forechecker. Brooks hits his man, holds it into the corner there. Giorgio comes in, sends it behind the net for Rubis. Rubis up the glass. That's going to get past the defenseman, comes out of his zone. Good stick by Harris, knocks it off. Zillman Harris 2-on-2 coming back. Zillman's got a seam, shoots it, scores! Good 2-on-1 play as the Blues were able to get around the second defenseman. Stick right on the pass, right on the stick of Zillman. He's able to bury it through the wickets to put the Blues up 1-0, 15:01 here left in the first period. So Zillman from Harris for the first goal of the game and the first shot of the game. Blues complete the line change. We have Harris, Giorgio, Zillman up front, Komodowski and Malachi Smith playing defense. Refs having a conversation with the wingers. They got their sticks up a little high here. Draw won by the Blues. Dallas takes it away. Harry gets around a man. He gets held up a little bit. The puck stops here on the boards. Comes out to the neutral zone. Komodowski picks it up. He waits for the Blues to get back on side. They're going to say Zilm couldn't get his skate back, or Giorgio couldn't get his skate back on side, so they call a offside. So we'll have center ice face-off. Giorgio lines up for this center ice face-off. He wins the draw back to Komodowski. He has to circle in his own zone. He's got a heavy forechecker on him. He takes it behind his own net, sends it hard up the boards to Harris. Harris tips it to Giorgio. Giorgio cross ice to Zilm. Here come the Blues, and the pass intercepted. They're going to go right back up the gut. Here comes Dallas now, 2-on-2. Malachi Smith pushes him to the outside. They get it in front. Pass hits the skate of Komodowski, and then he reaches for the puck and pulls the man down. So Blues are going to go to the penalty kill for what looks like a tripping against Komodowski with 14:22 left here in the first period. Blues send out Spatansky and Wessel up front. Smith stays on the ice, and Peterson joins him on this penalty kill. Draw one by Dallas, goes to the point. They go D to D. Spatansky lines up, gets to the center. They go to the top of the circle. Quick pass far side, goes through the legs of a Dallas player. They pick it up in the corner. They're going to go up to the top of the circle. Sauce pass to the point. Looking for a person. They got a guy in the dot. He settles the puck, sends it back to the point. He's going to go for a skate with it. Spot keeps him to the outside. They drop it on the reverse. Back to the top of the dot. Put it to the center. Good save by Stutzer. Rebound push to the corner. Comes back to Dallas. Another shot on net. Save by Stutzer again. They're going to go up the boards. That goes all the way. Defenseman grabs it. He stops, goes top of the circle. Shot tips just wide off the skate of Peterson or the Dallas forward. Goes back to the sideboards. Dallas picks it up again. He's going to skate it to the center, top of the point. Sends it to the top of the circle. Slap shot. Blocked by Peterson. Comes right back out to the point. He goes to the top of the circle. Sends it to the point. He's going to go for a skate. Takes a shot on net. Another save by Stutzer. Dallas reclaims that rebound, send to the top circle, slap shot, goal. Power play goal by Dallas with 13:11 left here in the first, ties this game 1-1. Blues just couldn't get a handle on that puck to push it out of the zone, and that's going to cause a tie game. Blues send Miniman out to join Peterson. Blanchard, Bauer, and Crowley will be the forward unit. Face off, won by Dallas. They cross the Blues line. Ooh, tire blown by, wow, that is a terrible penalty against Dallas. I'll be the first to tell you. Peterson blew a tire and they call a trip on it. And guy didn't touch him. So, rough penalty. We actually saw that exact same call yesterday in the Mission Dallas game. They called a penalty against Mission on a. Oh wait, no, they called that on the Blues. Wow. Okay, never mind. Don't know what the call was then because he fell. So Blues go on the penalty kill again as Peterson took a penalty for something. Giorgio, Blanchard up front. Miniman, Rubis, the defensive pair. Dallas wins it back to the point. They go top of the circle, slap shot. Shoulder save by Stutzer. Goes back out far side, goes to the top of the point. They go far side again. They try to put it to the center. One-timer goes wide. Rubis grabs the puck. He tries to make a move, gets it taken. He pushes it up the boards. Dallas picks it up. Rubis is going to battle him. He gets it, sends it hard the other way. Blanchard over there forechecking his guy. They put it into the corner. Goes behind the net. Rubis goes behind. Dallas comes away with it. They're going to look to reset up again here. They go to the point. They go top of the circle, far side. Slap shot whiffed on. Goes into the corner. They send it back up to the sideboards, and they tip it out to the point. He's going to skate it to the middle. Goes top of the circle again, far side tipped, and that puck is not going to get out, but enough to break up the play. Dallas has puck. They go far side. Puck is picked off by Blanchard. Blanchard's going to cross the red line. He puts it in deep. Blues go for a change. They get a full new unit on the ice for penalty kill. Brooks steps up, pushes one back in deep. Dallas has to reclaim it behind their own net. Here they come the other way with their fast number 86 here. Goes around, drops the puck at the point, goes far side, out of the reach of anybody. They're going to pick it up far side, skate it back to the middle. They're going to go top of the circle. This is their move here. Back to the point. Long shot. That's wide of the net. Brooks picks it up. He goes high off the glass. That's going to go all the way down for what should be an icing. 22 seconds left here in the penalty kill. 11:24 left here in the first period. Tie game 1-1 as Blues were able to get one on the board with an early 2-on-1 break where Zilm was able to bury it. Dallas tied it up just a few moments ago with a power play goal. Tansky lines up, take this draw. He's got Wessel up front with him, Malachi Smith and Komodoski, the defensive pair. Face off, won by Dallas, goes out to the point. He steps to the top of the circle. He's got a lane, takes a shot, glove saved by Stutzer. Blues let him have the whole lane. Nobody stepped in front. Stutzy saw it the whole way, and it was a fairly easy glove save. No change in personnel for the Blues. This off defensive zone face off to the left of Stutzer. Dallas center gets thrown out. He went a little early there. Dallas doesn't know who's going to take it. And Blues win it. Komodoski gets it, puts it behind the net for Smith. Smith sends it high off the glass. Thought it hit a stick. They call no icing. Yeah, they call no icing. Hit the stick of the Dallas players. Tansky forechecks, keeps them behind the net. Here they come. Stick keeps them to go the other way now. Make the outlet pass. Blues now back at full strength. Puck is pushed in deep. Komodoski can pick it up in the far corner. He grabs it. He goes up the glass. Boyer tries to kick it out. Dallas grabs it. Their pass is deflected to Wessel. Wessel tries to clear and hits Hutch Rubis on the bench right in the midsection with that puck. So we'll have a defensive zone face-off. This one will be to the right of Stutzer. Schneider, Bugner, Bowers are going to be the forward unit that comes out. Miniman, Peterson, the defensive unit. Face-off, pushed out to the Dallas point. They take a shot. That's blocked. Schneider picks up the block. He tries to lead man it to Bowers, just out of his reach. Here comes Dallas the other way. Their pass is intercepted by Miniman. He goes to Peterson. Peterson up the boards for Bugner, just out of his reach. And Dallas puts it all the way back in. It's going to go on net, so no icing. Stutzer plays it to Miniman. Miniman to Peterson. Peterson up to Bugner. Bugner hits Schneider. Schneider hits Bowers. Oh, and it rolls on him. He's able to get it past. Goes on net, and we get a covered puck. Blues send out a fresh unit. 5 new skaters hit the ice. Giorgio, Zilm, and Harris up front. Rubis, Brooks, the defensive pair. Offensive zone faceoff coming up here to the left of the Dallas goaltender. Faceoff won by Dallas behind their own net. They stop. Harris hassles him on the forecheck. Giorgio helps out. Dallas kicks it to the sideboards. Their clearing attempt hits off the skate of Giorgio. They're finally able to shovel it up into the Blues zone. Brooks goes to Rubis. Rubis back to Brooks in his own corner. He goes up the boards to Harris. Harris tries to pass across ice. That's picked off by Dallas. Giorgio hits his man. Rubis comes away with it. He tries to chip it out. Hits a player. Heads up. Here he comes. Good play by Brooks on the step up. Knocks the puck off his stick. Rubis gets it behind the net. Sends up the boards. Zilm goes to Harris. Here comes Harris. One man around. Gets around the other. Looking to put to the front. Backhand shot right in front. Nobody home for the Blues to bury the empty net rebound. As Dallas now comes the other way. They're going to put it all the way behind. And here comes Brooks. He grabs it. Pushes it in the corner. No Blues home. We got 2 Dallas players behind the net. Rubis hits his man off the puck. Puck comes out, goes over the stick of a Dallas player. He's able to hold it at the line. Shot goes wide, and Stutzer's going to cover that with 9:06 left here in the first. Blues send out a fresh unit. Smith, Komodowski, the defensive pair. Up front, we've got Blanchard centering Bauer and Crowley. Face-off won by the Blues. Malachi Smith puts it up, unable to get out. Dallas puts it back behind the Blues net. Komodowski picks it up. He reverses, goes behind the net, hits Crowley on the far boards. That puck bounces on him. He makes a move. Dallas grabs it. Malachi Smith pulls it out. He's going to skate it behind his own net, looking for somebody. He goes hard up the boards to Bauer. Bauer has it. He tries to hit Blanchard just out of his reach. Man, that's the story of the day so far. Passes just off the mark for the Blues. Dallas has it. Here they come the other way, 2-on-2. They get around the first man. Good step up by Smith. Dallas picked up the loose puck anyways. They put it behind the net. Komodowski settles it with the stick. He's going to skate it out. He goes far side. He hits Crowley around one. Holds the puck there, sends it to the point to Smith. It goes off his stick into the neutral zone. He's got to hustle. He's got a man on him hard. And we have a turnover, and here come Dallas. Good play by Smith after the turnover to fight to get that puck back. Knocks it to Komodowski. Komodowski to Bauer. He goes far side trying to hit Crowley just out of his reach again. Dallas regroups. They go D to D in their own zone. Here they come. 3-on-3 back into the Blues zone. Good stick by Malachi Smith breaks that up. They reverse up the boards to Crowley. Crowley to Bauer. He's going through. Long shot on net, deflected into the netting. So the Blues will have an offensive zone face-off now with 7:42 left here in the first period. It's going to come to the left of the Dallas goaltender as the Spatansky-Wessels Boyer line comes out to play forward. Miniman Peterson, the new defensive pair. Face-off won by Dallas. They take it behind their own net. They go D to D. Then they go up to the sideboards. They're passed to the neutral zone, picked off by Boyer. He tips it back forward, goes to the Dallas defense. They go D to D in their own zone. Wessel on a heavy forecheck causes a turnover. Miniman steps up. Spatansky's there. He pushes it back in. Dallas now goes D to D. They're going to come out the other side. Boyer steps up. The guy gets around him. Heads up. 3-on-3 coming back. Open man. Good stick by Spatansky. And then a Dallas player goes down. Miniman puts it behind the net. Big hit by Peterson. Takes the puck away. He goes to Spatansky. Spatansky to Boyer. He's going to chip it around the man. Wessel goes in on the forecheck. Dallas comes away with it. Here they come back out. 2-on-2 coming through the neutral zone. Big back check by Boyer. Caused them just to dump it. Peterson's going to skate it out. Gets it into the neutral zone. Boyer takes it, throws it deep. Blues are going to finish their line change. Schneider grabs a loose puck, shot, and rolls off his stick, goes far side. And Blues pick it up in the neutral zone as Dallas just cleared it. He throws it back in. Schneider was offsides. Center ice face-off. 6:32 left here in the first period. Tie game 1-1. Face-off won by Dallas. They knock it all the way back into their own zone. Bauer's forecheck on the far side. Bugner hassles his man, hits him into the glass. Dallas tries to push it in. Bowers came away with it. Dallas steals it right back. They're going to push it in deep. Rubis grabs it. He goes off the glass high. Bugner's on the far boards. Bounces over his stick. They send it far side. That puck misses by a country mile. Bowers tries to chip it forward. He takes a hit. He turns, puts it behind the Blues net. Blues try to go to Fugner. Fugner, he's got two men on him. Schneider comes in to help him out. Fugner tries to clear. It's pushed all the way back in by Dallas. Brooks has it. Reverses back up the boards to Fugner. Just past him. Shot goes on net, and Stutzer holds it for a faceoff. Blues struggled to get the puck out of the zone there, so they're going to send out a fresh unit here. Giorgio, Harris, and Zilm up front. Smith and Komodowski, the defensive pairing. Defensive zone face-off here to the left of Stutzer. Face-off won by the Blues. Komodowski takes it behind the net, reverses, takes a hit, holds it for Giorgio. Dallas takes it away, take a shot. It's tipped high in the air. Jump save by Stutzy, and just holds on to it as There was two Dallas players right next to him. Good for Dallas for not taking a swipe at the goalie there. That's most teams you play against. You see them take a jab at the goalie's midsection, pretending to go for the puck. So kudos to them for playing it right. Blues win the faceoff. Dallas takes away. They're wide open in front. Shot pad saved by Stutzer. Harris battles on the boards. That puts it deep. Komodowski comes away with it. He goes far side for Zilm. Zilm in a foot race for it. Wins it. Pushes it forward. Gets it to Harris. He turns and throws it in deep. Blues now on the forecheck. Giorgio comes one side, Harris the other. They wrap it harder on the boards, hits a seam and bounces in the middle of nowhere. Zilm battles. Guys going in. Here come Dallas, 3-on-3 into the Blues zone. Their pass is knocked off the stick by Zilm. Pass back to the point, misses their guy as he was cutting towards the middle. Comes out to their own zone again. Here come the Blues back. Uh-oh. Puck bounces off Malachi Smith's shot, blocked by the stick of Komodowski, and it knocks it out of his hands, but the shot is deflected wide. Long shot hits Komodowski in the back. He's going to try to help this in the corner. He's got no stick. Giorgio comes in to help him out, hit by Komodowski. He kicks the puck now, gets it out, tries to send a far side to Zilm. Finally, the Blues are able to clear it. Komodowski looking for a stick. He's just going to change. Rubis hits the ice. Heads up. Here come the Blues. Good back check by Crowley. Breaks that up, and a better stick by Peterson. Turns it over. Here come the Blues. 2-on-2 back into the Dallas zone. Harris goes to the outside. Sends it back to the point. He's got a man all over him. So now there's a scrum. Harris comes away with it. He tries to go to the defenseman, or Crowley covering defense. Misses him. Crowley goes up the point. He hits Bauer, tips off of his stick. That's going to go all the way down. They wave off icing for some reason. We'll take it. Blanchard on a heavy forecheck takes the puck away, looking for man. Gets it to Crowley and just misses the far post. Big hit. Comes back to Peterson. Shot on net pad saved by the Dallas goaltender now. Dallas sends it up the sideboards. Held in again. Finally off the skate of Miniman or Crowley. Not sure who that hit. It comes out neutral zone. Peterson grabs it, throws it back in. Blanchard goes in on the forecheck. Dallas just tips it out. Step up by Miniman with his skate, holds it there. He puts it back in, takes a big hit, and it's going to be offsides. Stutzer, being the ever-loving teammate, takes Komodowski's stick to the bench. Face-off won by the Blues. Dallas takes it, though. Peterson steps up on the red line, grabs it, puts it around this Dallas guy. They're going to steal it back. They go D to D in their own zone. They're going to do a long stretch pass, and it connects. Heads up, 2-on-1. Shot, pad save, right in the midsection of Stutzer, and he's going to hold on, no rebound. So Blues defenseman got caught on a pinch there. But good play by his partner to keep him to the outside. Took a long, wide-open shot, and Stutzer saw it the whole way. Blues send out the Spatansky, Wessel, Boyer line. Brooks and Rubis are the defensive pair. That shot is blocked, goes up into the rafters, and hits a pillar. So we'll have another defensive zone face-off, this time to the right of Stutzer. Dallas wins that draw. They send to the point. Long shot, blocked by Rubis. He puts it up the sideboards, intercepted by Dallas. Here they go, top of the circle with it. They skate, make a move, take it to the corner. They throw it in front, picked off by the Blues. And here comes Tyson, Boyer, and Wessel with a 2-on-2. Boyer's going to put it in deep and go for the forecheck. Dallas beats him to it. His pass is picked off by Spatansky. Spatansky back to Rubis on the point. Rubis shot just wide. Dallas picks it up on the sideboards. They start their breakout. They cross the red line. They go far side, glove down by Rubis. Rubis catches, goes to his partner Brooks. Brooks back to Rubis. That puck bounced on him and goes right to a Dallas player. Drop pass, lifted stick by Wessel, and here comes Boyer. He crosses, puts it on net. Blues are going to go and finish their line change. That's 5 new players. They go far side, connect. They're going to put it in deep. Smith is going to pick it up behind the net. He goes up the sideboards to Bowers. Schneider goes to help him out. Puck sports out. Miniman. Oh, Hugner's on a break. He's the 1-on-0. Guy gets back, shot. Oh, knocked out of his stick. Bowers is fighting for it. Somebody's got to go help him. Schneider gets in there now. Dallas player lost his stick on the shot block. Schneider pushes it back. Dallas is going to grab it behind the net. They go out the other side. Quick seam pass. Here they come. Good step up by Komodoski. Knocks his man down. They bring it in. They got a man open in front. Got to watch that. They're going to flip it high in the air, and that hits a pillar, and that should be out of the zone because they flipped it. But they're going to put it in the blue zone. 1:27 left here in the first period. Schneider, Fugner, Bowers up front with Komodoski and Malachi Smith as your defensive pair. Face off won by Schneider. Dallas picks it off, though. Komodoski fights for it behind the net. Smith goes behind the net. Nobody home in front besides Bowers. He holds up his guy. Smith comes away with it. Tries to go far side for Fugner. Picked off by Dallas. They go D to D. They put it back in deep. Komodoski picks that off. He's got two Dallas men on him. Circles for Schneider. Schneider to Fugner. Fugner puts it. And they're going to send it all the way down. They call off icing. Fugner is down. He is down. They're calling coaches over. Dirty hit and no call. Wow. Really, really bad missed call there. High dangerous hit. Right in front of you. That was bad. That was really bad. So we'll be back once this is cleared up. And Fugner is helped to the bench. Blues make a line change. No calls on that play. Giorgio, Harris, Zelm up front. Peterson, Miniman, the defensive pair. Neutral zone face-off. Won by Dallas. They go D to D in their own zone. Their puck deflects off their own man's stick. Zelm battles for it, pushes it around him. Now he battles another player. There's two Dallas players there. His line mates are going to help him out. And Harris is able to push it back towards the point, and Giorgio pushes it back towards the scrum as there was nowhere to go. Puck squirts out to the middle. Here comes Dallas through the neutral zone now. They cross the line. They put it in deep. Big hit on a Dallas player by Giorgio. Good, clean hit there. Dallas comes away with it. They take a shot, blocked by Giorgio, goes to the corner. They skate it behind the Blues net. Gets hit up by two Blues players, Giorgio and Miniman back there. Pass to the point is deflected. Blues can't get it out. They put it back towards the net, picked off by Giorgio. Giorgio hits Harris. Here they come 2 seconds, and they're just going to chip it in and take the whistle. So that's going to do it for the first period. Blues and Stars tied 1-1 in a game that's getting increasingly more physical. Shots are currently 8-4 in favor of the Stars. We'll be back for the second period after these short messages from nobody. And we are ready to get the second period kicked off. Blues will continue with the Giorgio Harrison zone line. Rubus and Brooks will be the defensive pair. Blues win the faceoff back to Brooks. He goes to Rubus. Rubus, far side, hits Harris. He's going to chip it around the defender and go chase it into the corner. Beats his man to it, holds him up. He's looking for somebody. Nobody open. Dallas's other defenseman knocks it off his stick. They send it up the boards. Here come Dallas 2-on-2 into the blue zone. They make a move, get around one man. Good stick by Jackson Giorgio, knocks it out of his way. They put it back behind the net. Here they come. Wraparound attempt. It's loose. And that part goes in. And they're not going to call this. This is unreal. Get control. Unreal. Okay, well, it looks like that's situated in 4 penalties, 2 against each team. So 5-on-5 we go, as these refs are going to continue to try to lose control of this game. Blues tip it in deep. Boyer on the forecheck. He sends it far side, hits Komodowski. He steps out the circle, long shot, glove saved by the Dallas Stars goaltender. And if it doesn't make matters worse, during that scrum in front of the net, they called a goal. So net was knocked halfway to the boards. Puck was clearly loose. It goes in as there's a scrum in front of Stutzer, and they call a goal. So there it is. 2-1 Stars, 6:11 left here in the first period. Outlet pass connects. Dallas lead mans it. They're going to put it in deep behind the net. Malachi Smith picks it up. He goes up the sideboards. He sends it. Another late hit. And another one. Wow. They just gave a penalty to Komodowski for getting punched in the face. Wow, really poor display of officiating at this point. They are completely losing control of this game. Komodowski steps between his man getting hit and a Stars player with his hands down, gets punched in the face 4 times, and they call a roughing penalty on him. That's impressively not great officiating so far. And they have clearly lost control of this game. So Blues sort that one out with the refs. So Dallas has 4 people in the box. Blues have 3 people in the box. Not sure what's going up. Does look like the Blues go on the power play, so they got an extra one. So 15:57 left here in the second period. Blues go on their first power play of the day. They're going to continue with Wessel, Spatansky, and Boyer up front. Brooks and Smith, the defensive pair, since we now have 2 defensemen in the box. Defensive pairs are going to be shifted up a little bit here, it looks like. Face off, won by the Blues. They send it to the point to Smith. Smith goes far side to Brooks. His slap shot rolls on him. Boyer picks up the loose puck back out to Brooks on the point. He goes to Smith. Smith goes top of the circle to Wessel. Wessel back to Smith. Smith back to Wessel. He's going to work it down low, gets around one man, sends it out to the front. Smith has it shot, deflects by a Stars player into the netting, and we will have an offensive zone face-off with minute 36 left in the power play. 15:33 left here in the second period. Dallas sends out 2 new players. Blues keep their same 5-man unit on the ice. Face-off, won by the Blues. Spatansky sends it back to Brooks. He steps up, shoots, gets on net, loose puck in front, rebounds there, Blues score! Wessel picks it up on the backside, and he puts it over the goaltender's blocker to tie this game up 2-2. So power play goal by Wessel after a shot is blocked by the goalie. The rebound goes to Wessel, and he's able to bury it. Top shelf. So it's a new game here. 15:24 left in the second period. Tied 2-2. Blues send out a fresh forward unit in Blanchard, Boyer, and Crowley. Looks like Fugner has returned to his line. He's standing with them. Boyer gets that face-off draw from Wessel, goes to Miniman. Miniman to his partner Peterson. He has to circle, goes hard behind the net, back to Miniman, bounces on him. He shakes off a hit, holds it on the boards. Crowley's helping him out. Puck squirts out to the point. Long shot, deflected on net. Pad saved by Stutzer. Boyer fights for it on the sideboards, gets it to Blanchard. Blanchard goes far side to Crowley. It's behind him. He's going to have to pull up and grab it. He tips it forward. Another late, dirty hit. No call. Dallas comes away with it. Boyer clears it out. He's got one man to beat. Dallas reclaims it. They chip it forward, deflects off a stick right to Peterson. He goes to Miniman. Miniman hard up the boards to Bauer. He tips it in. Blues now on the forecheck. Dallas comes away with it, hits their own man's skate, deflects wide. Crowley picks it up on the sideboards. Dallas takes it from him. Goes to Smith. Smith to Miniman. Miniman back to Smith. They go right through the wickets, hit Crowley, bounces off his stick, heads up. Here they come. Smith hits him hard, and they're going to call a penalty on Smith for what looked like a knee shot. And another bad miss right before that on Crowley, and then they call a trip on Malachi Smith. That's rough. So Blues go on the penalty kill now. 14-10 left here in the second period. Tie game 2-2. Giorgio and Zilm will be the forward power play unit. And Peterson and Brooks will be the defensive pairing. So Blues now have 3 defenders in the box. They have Komodowski, Smith, and Rubis all in the penalty box. They have Brooks and Peterson on the ice, which leaves them with just Miniman on the bench. So we'll see what creativity comes out of the Blues bench to cover these penalties. Referee having discussions with both benches. They both have questions about what's going on. No, I don't know what they did, but no penalty goes on the clock, but the Blues are shorthanded. Maybe that's what they were talking about. Just finding out what time everything settles out here. Dallas controls in the blue zone after that face-off win. He's going to skate to the top of the far circle. He goes around, takes it behind the Blues net. He looks. Collision behind the net between 2 Blues players. Puck comes far side. Shot. Pad save by Stutzer. Goes back to the corner. Dallas picks it back up. Zilm keeps him to the outside. They send it to the point. Top of the far circle. Pass to the middle. Shot and a goal. 3-2 Dallas. 13:37 left here in the second period. Blues send out Schneider, Bowers, Fugner up front. Peterson, Miniman, the defensive pair. Face off center ice here after that Dallas Stars goal. Schneider wins the face off back to Peterson. He goes hard up the boards for Fugner. Goes into the Dallas zone. Bowers on the forecheck. That puck's turned over. It's going to go all the way down. What should be an icing. They wave it off. Schneider picks up the loose puck after the Fugner hit. He tips it forward to Bowers. Here comes Bowers, one man to beat. Puck rolls on him. He goes far side to Miniman. Miniman shoots on net, pad save, comes right to Bowers. Bowers tries to put it in front. He holds it there, goes to the middle, deflects off the skate of a Dallas player, and here comes Dallas back into the blue zone. Schneider back on the forecheck, overskates the puck. Go to the puck, boys. Komodowski pushes him to the outside. Schneider picks up the loose puck. He lead mans it, tries to hit Fugner on a seam. Nothing going. Blues got to get back now. Puck goes behind the net. Komodowski's going to pick that up. Goes up the boards, hits a Dallas player in the stomach. Schneider picks it up. He goes up the boards. That's almost too many men, no call. Goes all the way down. Wessel gives chase. Another late high hit after the play on Miniman. He gets knocked down. Dallas brings it back into the blue zone. They bobble the puck. He has to regroup. Sends it far side. Gets the shot blocked by Spatansky. Comes right back out to him. He goes top of the circle. Gets it to the middle. And lost the puck. And they're going to call no goal because the net was off. So net gets knocked off by somebody. and no goal. Blues finish the line change. So we have Spatansky. Boyer now joins him. Wessel stays out. Malachi Smith and Brooks are the defensive pair. Dallas wins the draw. Quick shot goes high. Boyer picks up the loose puck. He goes far side, tries to hit Wessel. It's just out of his reach. Dallas grabs it. They go D to D in their own zone. Quick pass intercepted by Spatansky. They bring it back in. Long shot, pad save. Boyer picks it up in his own corner, puts it behind the net. Wessel gets that puck picked. Dallas goes up the far side. They're going to chip it out. They go all the way, and it should be icing this time. If it makes it, it does, and they call it. Wow, that was less of an icing than the one they just waved off. That almost stopped on the line. It literally stopped right after it crossed the line, and they still blew it. Wholesale line change for the Blues except the defense. I guess that's not a wholesale change. So forward line change for the Blues. Giorgio, Zilm, Harris come out. Smith and Brooks will continue on defense. Blues are back to 5D. They win this faceoff. Brooks puts a shot towards the net, goes wide far corner. Zilm gives chase, gets on the board. Smith holds that puck in the zone, puts it back in. Smith holds another attempt, sends it over to Brooks. It bounced off his sticks, comes out of the zone. Best he can do is turn around and throw it off the boards. Dallas puts it back. Brooks stops it. Harris gloves it down. He puts it back neutral zone. Giorgio gives chase. He makes a move. Giorgio's all over him. He reverses. He goes up the boards. Tip pass. Here we go. 2-on-2 coming the other way. Good step by Harry. Holds that there. He sends off the boards to Zilm. Here come the Blues. Hits Giorgio. Giorgio tries to get around his man. It's stolen. They cross the red line. They throw it in deep. Stutzer settles it behind the net. Brooks picks it up. He goes hard around the boards to Zilm. Just out of his reach comes to the neutral zone. Dallas reclaims it. They go D to D right in the top of their zone. Up the boards. Then they try to put it in deep. Brooks stopped the pass, but then turned it over. Quick shot. Glove save by Stutzer on a mini break as the Blues turned it over and nobody was home behind Brooks. Great save by Stutzer to keep this a one-goal game here with 10:42 left in the second period. Line change for the Blues coming. Peterson and Miniman, the defensive pair. We've got Planch with Crowley and Bauer up front. Blues win that face-off. Crowley's going to skate it. Tries to hit Bauer. Intercepted by Dallas. Here they come. They turn around, bring it right back into the Blues on top of the circle. Whiff on a shot. Peterson grabs it behind the net, goes up the boards to Crowley again out of his reach. Dallas grabs it, shoot it on net, goes just wide off a deflection. They have it behind the Blues net now. Miniman or Blanchard all over him, takes a punch but keeps on the puck, knocks it to Crowley. Crowley tips it forward to Bauer. Here comes Bauer and Miniman, 2-on-2 into the Blues zone, and Miniman can't hold up as Bauer was cutting at the blue line, and we get an offsides. This is certainly a more aggressive Dallas Stars team than we played last year. Lots of finishing hits, lots of high hits. They're definitely playing for keeps today. Blues win that face-off back. Komodowski throws it behind the net. It gets stuck in the netting. Dallas player picks it up. Schneider all over him. They bobble the outlet pass. They pick it back up. Then they throw it in deep. What should clearly be an icing is waved off. They throw it around far side. Schneider's going to battle a man on the board, and he takes a hit. Another high hit on the Blues defenseman in the corner. That's Malachi Smith. So now Schneider-Smith battling. Dallas comes away with it. They try to get it. They go to the point. Stick down by Fugner. He tips it around his guy. And here comes Bauer and Fugner, 2-on-1. Fugner gets around one, then gets knocked off his stick. He sends it back into the corner, though. Holds on to it. He's looking for a man. He's going to go out to the point to Malachi Smith. Malachi Smith hits Komodowski. Long shot, blocked by the forward. Komodowski's going to hold it there. Bowers comes in. Komodowski tries chipping it around him. He keeps fighting, gets it down to the corner. Ian Bowers getting his stick held, can't get any sticks, so he's just kicking the puck deeper into the corner. Schneider goes to help. Dallas comes away with it. Fugner hits his man. Puck is settled by Smith back to Komodowski. And we've got a Dallas player down after something happened. I don't know. But his helmet's undone as he's getting up. I don't know if that was the hit by Fugner or a collision after that. The puck was already coming back the other way, so I wasn't watching. But he seems to be okay, getting off under his own power. Blues make a change. Patansky, Wessel, Boyer come out. Peterson and Brooks, the defensive pair. Blues win the face-off. Peterson puts it in deep. Wessel's going to chase it far side. He's got one Dallas guy there. They're battling. Spatansky steps in. Puck is caught between the legs of Dallas and Spatansky. Comes out. Boyer breaks up the exit pass. Dallas steals it back. Here they come. Dallas brings it in, tipped off of his stick. They grab the puck. They try to do a wrap or a spinorama shot. Goes wide. Dallas has the puck, gets to the front of the net, and Stutzer's going to cover it up right there. 8:30 left here in the second period. Blues down by a goal. Defensive zone faceoff comes to the left of Stutzer with Spatansky taking it. Faceoff won by Dallas out to the point. They go D to D. Puck rolls on him, comes out of the zone. Wessel on a heavy forecheck fights for the puck. Spatansky backs him up as Boyer goes in. Wessel backs out now looking for a pass. Dallas flips it high in the air. Puck goes to the center. Dallas has it. Long shot. Glove saved by Stutzer. Peterson gets it. He's going to chip it out to the zone. Blues are on chase now. Dallas claims it. They go D to D. They go far side. They send it in deep. Peterson there hassles his man, knocks off his stick. Brooks comes away with it. He goes off the glass and Wessel's head. Boyer gets the puck. He's got one man to get around. Gets it towards the net. Nobody home. Spatansky tries to hit it out of midair and heads up. Here comes Dallas back the other way, one-on-one with Brooks back. Steps up, long shot, paddle save. Puck goes back to the front of the net. Wessel's going to pick up the loose puck behind the net. He's going to skate it out. He's got Harry breaking with him. He's just going to dump it in deep and go for a change. Harris, first man to the puck, holds it in the corner as he waits for reinforcement. Hits Miniman on the point. Miniman goes to his partner, Komodowski. Long shot on net, rebounds in front. Nobody can stop it. Komodowski holds again. He's just going to put it deep in the corner as there was a huge clog in front. Giorgio goes down. Zilm battles. He grabs the puck, sends it out to the point to Komodowski. Komodowski to Miniman. Miniman, long shot, tipped on net, goes just wide. Puck comes back out. Miniman holds at the line. He goes to Komodowski. Komodowski, he puts it far side for Harris in the corner. He's got one man on him. Shakes off the hit, holds it there. He pushes forward, brings it out. He goes back to Miniman. Miniman to Komodowski, uses a skate to hold it. He's just going to put it in deep as a Dallas player got on him really fast. And Dallas finally able to clear. Miniman retreats to grab this in the blue zone. He's going to turn, takes it behind the net, makes a move, sends it up the boards for Komodowski. Komodowski pushes it up out of the zone, past his guy. Zilm takes a hit late there. Bring it back in. Pass to the middle. Good step up by Komodowski. Blues lose the puck, though. And Dallas gets a shot on. Stutzer's going to grab it and hold it. So good shift there by the Blues. Lots of pressure. A couple good shots. Little mini scrum after the whistle there. No calls being made. Blues send out the Blanchard-Crowley-Bauer line with Smith and Brooks, the defensive pair. Rubas still in the box after with his 10-minute shot just wide of the net. Bauer picks up his loose stick. Crowley grabs it. He's got a man on him, holds on the boards. Blanchard's able to clear it out to the neutral zone. They go D to D. They push it back in. Malachi Smith gives chase. He reverses right back up the boards. Brooks gets it. They put it back in, and it's offside. So we will have a neutral zone face-off right outside the Dallas Stars bench. No change in personnel for the Blues here. Or the Stars, for that matter. Face-off won by Dallas. They go D to D back into their own zone. They lead man the puck out of his reach. Malachi Smith steps up, knocks the puck, and we're going to have an offsides. So I guess some of the boys didn't hear the offsides whistle. Blues win the faceoff. Bauer gets it knocked off his stick. He grabs it back, throws it in deep. Blanchard's going to chase the far corner. They put it back. They go D to D behind the net. Crowley on the forecheck knocks off his stick. He's looking for a place. Dallas comes away with it. Here they come back out of the zone. And Stars have a 4-on-3 as the Blues are retreating. Quick shot. Glove saved by Stutzer again on an absolute rocket of a shot, as the Blues kind of collapsed in around him there. Blues send out the forward unit of Schneider, Fugner, and Bowers. Miniman and Peterson, the defensive pair here. Face-off won by the Blues. Miniman, I guess Dallas took it behind the net, didn't see what happened. They send it out to the point. Schneider steps up. They get a shot towards the net, tipped just wide. Miniman throws it to the boards. Bauer grabs it, tries to chip it around his guy. Dallas grabs it again, shot on net. Miniman puts it behind the net for Peterson. Peterson sends around far boards for Fugner. Fugner hits Bowers. Bowers skates it across the line. He gets held up, able to maintain control of the puck. Puck squirts loose. Nobody's there for it. And Dallas is going to come out with it now. Dallas puts it back in deep. Peterson reverses it, takes a big high hit. Fugner puts it high off the glass. They stick it down, put the puck towards the front. They deflect it just wide, and it's glove. Stutzer will hold that one, so we'll have a defensive zone face-off to his left. Blues send out the Spatansky line with Komodowski and Malachi Smith on defense here. Blues win the draw. Komodowski takes it behind his own net, stops. He goes up the sideboards. It's tipped by Boyer into the Dallas Stars bench. So we're going to do it again from Stutzer's left. Blues win the face-off again. Komodowski skates it behind his own net. Reverses harder on the boards. Boyer's there for it. Boyer hits a seam pass to Wessel. Wessel tries to chip it around his man. Good defensive play by the Stars player. Knocks it into the corner. Spatansky now on the forecheck. He's battling behind the net. Dallas comes away with it. They go up the sideboards. Pinched by Komodowski, misses. Here comes Dallas. Was a 2-on-2. Now it's a 2-on-1. Good stick by Malachi Smith to break that up. Komodowski grabs it. His pass to Wessel's picked off. Dallas now controls onto the Blues dots. They go far side, picked off by Boyer. Boyer got one man to beat. He's got Wessel coming with him. Long shot on net. Rebound's loose. The rebound's still loose. Shoots and he scores! Tyson Bauer picks up a rebound in front of the net and puts it in to tie this game back up at 3. What an effort by Tyson Boyer. Brings it in, takes the shot. Rebounds loose. Spatansky battles in front for it with Wessel. Boyer picks it up and just puts it in the net. We call that cleaning up the trash. Well played by Boyer, and what a great effort that was. So we're tied here with 3:42 left here in the third period. Dallas wins that face-off. Giorgio, Zilm, Harris now on the ice. They've got Rubis, who's fresh out of the box with Brooksy. Dallas goes up the sideboards. They got no pass, so they just send it out to the neutral zone. Brooks sends it forward to Harris. Harris tips it over to Rubis. Rubis puts it in deep, hits a man. Harris blocks that puck, comes back out to Rubis. His shot goes wide. Brooks is going to pinch far side. He holds it there, loses a stick, but Harris comes away with the puck. He's looking for help now. Giorgio goes in. He's going to finesse it out of there. He's at least trying. Dallas pushes it forward. Blues push it right back. Zilm blocks it down, throws it back behind. Harris is going to beat everybody to the puck. He's looking for somebody, puts it in front, deflects just wide. Dallas picks it up in their own corner. They're going to try a stretch pass, nobody home. Rubis is going to have to race for that puck now in the Blues zone. Does so. He reverses, and he's got Zilm by himself. Two Dallas players catch up, drops for Giorgio. Giorgio has it roll on him and heads up 3-on-2 the other way now. Brooks and Rubis back. Dallas gets the outside, puts it in front. Shot, pad save on the one-timer by Stutzer. Keeps this game tied. Big hit by Giorgio. Puck goes to the far corner, shot, and goal. .226 left. Dallas goes up by 1 again. It's 4-3. As that kid absolutely sniped a bar down, far side over the blocker on Stutzer, that there's not many goalies that would have saved that one. So good for that kid. That was an absolute cannon of a shot. Blues send out the Blanchard, Crowley, Bauer line with Miniman and Peterson on defense. Face-off won by the Stars. It rolls into their own zone. They got to retreat to grab it. Good forecheck by Crowley. Turns it over. Puck comes out to the front. Miniman can't hold, and we're going to have an offsides. So good forecheck by Crowley caused the turnover in the Dallas zone. Puck rolled back to the point just out of the reach of Miniman. And we'll have a neutral zone face-off that Dallas is going to win. Another good forecheck by Crowley tips that puck. Wessel sends it out to Miniman. Miniman goes to Peterson. Peterson just puts it in deep as he had a man all over him. Bauer chases behind the net. They send it up high. Chip pass to the centerman. Here comes Dallas, 2-on-3 back into the blue zone. They got a man drop. Shot blocked by Peterson. They put it in deep in the corner. Blanchard tries to go hard behind the net. It rolls on him. Puck's right in front. Shot goes wide. Peterson grabs it. He goes hard off. Dallas Stars defenseman holds the line on a good stick hold. They try to put it in front. Peterson blocks that one. He goes, and he's going to ice it. Never mind. So that puck goes all the way down. So Blues send out Schneider, Fugner, and Bowers up front. Smith and Komodowski, the defensive pair. Face off, tied up in the corner. Schneider hits his man. Puck goes to the far corner. Bowers grabs it. He chips it forward. Nobody home for the Blues. Goes all the way back behind the net. Malachi Smith grabs it. He tries to go up the boards, hits a skate. Schneider bumps it off his stick. Bowers gets knocked down. Sends it back out to the point. Long shot. Hits Malachi Smith in the butt. Schneider's able to clear it. That's not going to go all the way, so no icing. So Fugner on the chase. He's in deep. Hits his man, falls off. And they're going to call a bad call on Ian Bowers. They call a cross-check, even though he only had one hand on the stick. That's impressive. Hell of a cross-check. So Blues go back to the penalty kill with 58.7 seconds left. They call a cross-check against a kid that had one hand on his stick. That's impressive. Cross-check. He had one hand on his stick, so it certainly wasn't a cross-check. That's all I was saying. Yes, it probably was a penalty, but it wasn't that one. Blues win the face-off. They clear to the neutral zone. Wessel and Spatansky up front for the Blues. Komodowski and Smith continue on defense. Here comes Stars. They're coming across the Blues line with speed. They take it to the outside behind the Blues net. They skate it out. They got the Blues collapse down low. They get to spread back out now. Drop it to the top of the circle. Long shot. That's wide of the net. Wessel in a race for the puck. He's able to grab it, chips it, holds it there. He gets it out, and he's just going to tip it around. That's going to go on net, so no icing. And they're going to cover it in their own zone with 23.2 seconds left here in the second period. That's a hell of a start to the penalty kill to get an offensive zone faceoff. Blues switch their defensive pair. Rubis and Brooks come out to join Spatansky and Wessel. 23.2 left here in the second period. Minute 24 left in the Blues penalty kill. Dallas controls again in their own zone. They go far side. They're just going to throw it in deep. Rubis gives chase, grabs it. He goes hard up the boards. Wessel blocks the entry pass back down. He's going to hold it on the boards now. It squirts out. Now Rubis helps hold it. Wessel comes away with it, and he's just going to chip it around as the period expires. So after two, still a one-goal game. 4-3 Stars, and Blues will start the third period on a minute 2 penalty kill. So we'll be back for the second period after this. Oh, everybody at home, this is a scraped game, so they're going to be scraping in between the second and third. So we'll be back in about 20 minutes for the third period. Go get your popcorn, go take your pee breaks, do all that fun stuff, and then be back for the third. See ya. And we are getting ready to get the third period underway. I hope you enjoyed those messages from our non-existent sponsors. We enjoy bringing those to you. Blues are going to send out the Giorgio, Zilm, and Harris line. I'm sorry, I take that back. My apologies. Blues are on the penalty kill. So Zilm, Giorgio up front, Peterson and Rubis the defensive pairing. Ian Bauer still in the box for a cross check. Dallas wins that face-off. They're going to retreat back to their own zone. Pass goes to their defenseman right in front of their own net. Zone circles top of the zone to keep them honest. They pass far side, bring it across into the blue zone. Goes around to the outside. Rubis keeps him to the outside. He skates all the way around back to his own point. Passes it to the point, back to the top of the circle, back to the point. Top of the other circle. They're going to go far side, back to the point. Top of the circle, far side again, back to the top of the point. Short side point, shot blocked by a Blues player. Peterson grabs it. He's going to send it all the way out, and that's going to be an icer. So 45 seconds is killed of that penalty, as we're down to 16:15 left here in the third. 17 seconds left in the Bowers cross-checking penalty. Blues send out Spatansky and Wessel up front. Malachi Smith and Patty Komodowski, the defensive pair. Defensive zone faceoff coming up to the left of Stutzer. Won by the Stars. They send it back to the point. They're going to set it up again. They like this top of the circle. Long shot. That goes wide of the net. Bounces to the front. Stutzer holds it off. It took a weird bounce by net, came back out. Dallas gets it. They send it back to the point. Top of the circle. Slap shot. Gets through. 2 saves in a row by Stutzer. They're going to skate it. They take it to the front. They go deep. Shot. Another save. Blues puck sitting in front as Blues defenseman didn't see it. And wide open net. Puck is buried by the Stars forward. Boyer's going to come out and join Wessel and Spatansky up front. Miniman Peterson come out to play defense. That was rough. Stutzer made 3 good saves in a row, and then puck gets lost in the crease. Nobody sees it, and they put it home. So Dallas goes up by 2 here. 15:50 left in the third period. They win that faceoff. They go D to D in their own zone. They clear it forward. They miss everybody. It's going to go all the way down. No icing. Miniman gives chase. Dallas gets the puck in their Blues corner. They put it to the front net. Wide open again. Good stick check by Wessel. Then he has it knocked off his stick. The defenseman for the Stars take it deep into the corner. Goes front. That pass is deflected. And Wessel comes away with it. He's got Boyer. Boyer gets around to the outside. Long shot. Midsection save as Wessel gets hooked into the goalie there and knocks the net off after the whistle. Blues send out Blanchard, Bauer, and Crowley up front. Brooks and Rubis will be the new defensive pair. Face off, one into the corner. Bowers picks it up, pushes it forward. He reverses, puts it behind the net for Crowley. He has to give chase. He beats his man to the puck. He's looking for somebody. He reverses back to Blanchard down in the corner. Blanchard puts it deep. Bowers gives chase into the far corner. Puck comes all the way around far side. Rubis holds. He puts it in deep. Crowley goes to chase it. Stick checks his man. Bowers battles a guy. Comes with puck. Tries to put it in front. Nobody home for the Blues. Dallas gets it. They're able to exit their zone. They cross the red line. Bring it into the Blues zone. Long shot blocked by Brooks. Blanchard picks up the loose puck. He goes far side to Bauer. Bauer kicks it into the zone. He gives chase as the only man. Beats his man. Goes far side. Nobody home for the Blues on the boards as Rubis on a great hold gets it in. Puck goes on net. Bauer there can't corral the rebound. Here comes Dallas the other way. Brooks picks off the errant pass. Puts it high off the glass. It goes back in. Schneider on the ice forechecks that one. Bowers there tips the pass out. Hugner steps up. Guy gets around. Schneider hits his man, takes the puck away. He goes far side, tries to hit Hugner. Hugner deflects it forward, brings it into the zone, goes around. Shot. Goal by Hugner! So Fugner from Schneider at 14:03 brings the Blues back within one on an absolute snipe that beats the Dallas goaltender high glove. Beauty of a goal for Fugner's first of the season, first as a Blue. Blues aren't changing anything on this line for now. Schneider will line up, take the center ice. Puck is won by Dallas. They go far side. Passes out of the reach of their forward. Smith grabs it. He goes to his partner, Tomadoski. Tomadoski hits Fugner. Fugner tries to go far side for Schneider. That puck's deflected. Can't corral it. Ian Bowers hits his man as he drops it in deep. Tomadoski picks it up behind his own net. He goes hard up the boards. Ian Bowers has to get on his high horse. Puck is intercepted by Schneider. He tries to hit Fugner just out of his reach. Goes back far side. Tomadoski knocks the puck wide. Fugner's going to pick that up. He's at his own blue line. He's going to cross the red line. He flips it in deep, takes a late hit. And Blues start the change process as the Stars make a stretch pass. Good stick by Giorgio, breaks that up. Tomadoski reverses. He hits Ian Bowers. Ian Bowers tries to go far side. That's deflected by Stars. They reverse. He hits Fugner. Fugner passes it forward to Giorgio. He takes a hit. Blues finish the line change for the forward unit. Giorgio waiting on his line mate. Sends it back to Tomadoski. Tomadoski over to Smith. Smith hits Harris. Harris is going to put it in deep. Zilm's going to beat him to the puck in the corner, looking for a front of the net. Gets it there. Giorgio, has it roll, and Dallas takes it away. Miniman pinches in, sends it back deep. Zilm gives chase. Harris gives chase. They're battling behind the net with a few Stars players. Stars come away with it. They go hard up the boards. Peterson's going to hold. He puts it back in deep. Zilm settles it. Giorgio's going to pick up the loose puck. Reverses for Harris. It just misses his stick. And net got dislodged somewhere. So we'll have a offensive zone face-off to the right of the Stars goaltender. 12:33 left here in the third period. 1-goal game as Fugner brings the Blues back in one last shift with a snipe from the stop. Blues win the draw back to Miniman. He shoots. Goes just wide. Zilm gets the puck. Dallas goalie knocks the net off and covers the puck. No harm done. And we'll do it again, this time from the left of the Stars goaltender. So Blues come out with a little more urgency this period, playing more offensive hockey. Making some good passes, winning these faceoffs. Shot blocked by a Dallas Stars defenseman against Peterson. Puck comes out to Miniman. He shoots, tipped just wide of the net. That had a chance. Dallas comes away with it. They tip it up. Peterson stops at the red line, takes the hit, holds the puck there. Dallas comes away with it again. They're going to go far side this time. Miniman steps up, holds the puck in the neutral zone. Puck comes back in, and that's going to be an offsides against Dallas. Blues send out the Spatansky, Wessel, and Boyer line. Brooks and Rubis will be the defensive pair. Neutral zone faceoff right next to Blues bench, won by the Stars. They go D to D on their side of the red line. Their entry pass is tipped off the stick by Brooks. Brooks gives it to Wessel. Wessel has the puck bounce on him, almost had a breakaway. Sends it to the front, hits Rubis. Rubis shoot, just wide rebound, put in the front by Boyer. He can't get it. Brooks settles the puck on the point. He takes a shot. That deflects behind the net. Wessel grabs it. He puts it forward in the corner for Spatansky. He battles, throws the puck down, kicks it to Wessel. Wessel tries to send to the front, hits Brooks at the point. Shot just high of the net again. Rebound comes to the front. Spatansky gets it, shoots, and he just misses. Boyer's going to pick it up. He goes to the point. He hits Brooks. Brooks, long shot, deflects, and is stopped. Puck comes back out of the zone. Brooks corrals it. He hits his partner, Rubis. The puck bounced on him. And here comes the Stars back into the Blues zone. Good back check by Rubis. Takes that away. Exit pass misses, so he has to reverse, go to Brooks. Brooks goes hard off the boards. Boyer tried to kick it forward here. Watch out. Here come the Stars with it. They take it to the far dot. They're going to try to take a shot. Good play by Rubis. Breaks that up. Rubis hits Boyer far side. Boyer hits Wessel. Wessel comes in by himself. He tries to get around one. He gets taken down. How is that not a call? He literally gets held and taken down. Big hit by Bauer on the Stars player as Tomadoski comes away with the loose hit. Malachi Smith now has the puck, crosses into the Dallas Stars zone. He takes a long shot. Glove save by the Dallas Stars goaltender. That was a very interesting shift there for the referees. Missed a hold, missed a late hit against the Blues. So I guess that was a makeup for not calling the holding against Wessel, but we play on nonetheless with 10:30 left here in the second period. Dallas wins that face-off behind their own net. We've got the Blanchard, Crowley, and Bauer line out. Or I'm sorry, that's Fugner playing with them. So it looks like Blues are either changing something up or Bauer wasn't ready to go after that big hit. But we've got a new line here. Smith and Komodowski, the defensive pair. Blues turn the puck over. It goes to the point. Long shot. Stutzer couldn't see it as he was screened. Fugner picks up the loose puck, gets around one man. Dallas strips it from him. He strips it back, hits his man, sends it to Komodowski. Komodowski circles, looking for a man. He's got two men on him. Somebody's got to go help him. Fugner battles on the boards. Dallas able to push it to the point. He's wide open. Shot. Glove saved through traffic by Stutzer, and he holds it. And the biggest guy on the Stars takes exception to that big hit by Fugner and wants to get in his face. He's only a foot taller than him, but he's got words for him. Blues send out Spatansky, Spatansky, Wessel, Boyer up front, Peterson, Miniman, the defensive pair. Face-off won by the Stars. They send it out to the point. He skates the line, puts it back to the top of the circle. Tansky gets out there, block shot by Peterson. They pick it up far side. Miniman reverses behind his own net. Peterson picks it up, skates back into traffic, reverses. Spatansky picks it up. Spot to Boyer just out of his reach. He is able to tip it to the neutral zone. Dallas has to regroup. They're going to throw it back in deep. Peterson picks it up. He stops behind his own net. He's going to try to hit Boyer just out of his reach. They call off icing because the Dallas players skated away from the puck instead of towards it. They reverse behind their own net. Here comes Boyer. He's on the forecheck. Dallas tries to tip it forward. Spatansky picks it off. Dallas grabs it back. They send it to the point. Long shot gets through, hits a player behind the defenseman. Boyer sends it to Peterson. Peterson takes a hit, holds the puck there. Wessel comes away with it, sends it to the front. Can't corral it as Spatansky. And here comes Dallas. 2-on-2 back into the blue zone. And they take it, backhand on net, easy save by Stutzer, ends that threat. Blues make another line change. They send out Schneider, Bowers, Fugner, and then on defense, Brooks and Rubis come on the ice. Face-off won by Dallas. They send it out to the point. Their pass goes far side. They corral it. Rebound. Shot gets on net. And another good save by Stutzy. Now that puck was right in Bauer's skates. I don't think he saw it or felt it. And Dallas is able to pop it to the circle and get a decent shot on net there. Schneider lines up for this draw to the right of Stutzer. Face off, won by Stars, back to the point. They go far side, loose puck in front, heads up. Puck goes wide, good knockout by Rubis. Puck comes out to the point. Brant's going to tip it around his guy. Here he goes. He tries to get around one. He gets held up a little bit. Bowers there helping him out. Bowers tries to hit Schneider, tips on him, and Dallas grabs that puck back. Here they come 1-on-2. Schneider back, everybody's back, and he literally shoots it right into the net. Why would that come out of the zone? He didn't hit anything. It was just a bad shot. Puck was rolling, took a shot, and went a mile high, and they're saying it deflected off something. So we're going to have a defensive zone face-off to the left of Stutzer. Giorgio, Harris, Zilmout. Malachi Smith and Komodowski, the defensive pair. Blues win the face-off, but Dallas grabs it back to the point, send it back into the Blues corner. Smith corrals it, goes behind the net for Komodowski. Komodowski hard up the boards to Harris. Harris clears it up forward. Giorgio gets it, chips it around his man. He gets interfered with, and Blues are going to go back on the power play for interference. That is the textbook definition of interference when you go to play the body instead of the puck. If you actually look in the rule book, there is a picture of that kid doing that play now to identify interference. So congratulations to him on being in the USA Hockey Rules book for next year. Giorgio wins that draw back. They give it to Smith at the point. Smith gives it to Zilm, and the sideboards back to Smith. Smith to Komodowski. He goes to Harris. Harris back to Komodowski. He steps up, hits Harris again. Harris goes far side to Malachi Smith. Malachi Smith's going to go out to the point to Komodowski. Back to Harris. Dallas is getting closer. Shot gets on net. Rebound there. Nobody home. Blues are going to let this puck come out to the neutral zone. Big hit by Harris. And Zilm gets back, takes the puck off his stick. Nobody home for his pass back into the blue zone. So Komodowski has to take it behind his own net. Here he comes up the far side. He's going to hit Giorgio. Giorgio hits Zilm. Zilm hits Harris. Harris goes around one shot just wide. That puck goes far side. Komodowski is going to have to fight to get there, and they're unable to hold, so they got to regroup. He goes far side to Malachi Smith. He's going to cross it in. He's looking for a player. Pulls up. Nobody home for the Blues here. Went right between Giorgio and Komodowski. Giorgio picks it up, goes back to Komodowski to Harris. Harris shoots, stick save, goes into the netting, and we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone with 6:39 left here in the third period. Blues down by a goal. 50 seconds left of the power play as Spatansky, Wessel, Boyer come out up front with Rubis and Brooks as the defensive pair. Face off one back to Brooks. He goes far side to Rubis on the point. Rubis looks to spread him out a little bit. He goes to Wessel. Wessel, long shot. That's on net. Rebounds there. Spatansky can't get enough stick on it, and it flutters to the net. And the Dallas goaltender is going to hold on for a face-off. The rebounds are there. Blues just got to get somebody home that can bury these, as we've had plenty of loose pucks in front of the net. They're just getting pushed around. Face off one back to Brooks. He gives it to Rubis. Rubis walks the line, spreads it out, opens it up for Wessel. Wessel back to Rubis. Rubis. Long shot gets through. Glove save by the Dallas Stars goalie with 24 seconds left in the power play. 6:13 left here in the third period as Blues looking to get this game tied up on the power play. No change in personnel for the Blues. Blues win the face-off back to Rubis. He skates the line with it. He gives it to Brooks. Brooks back to nobody as he had two Stars players on him. Puts in the corner for Boyer. Boyer tries to hit Rubis. That gets stopped. He gets the puck back, though. Sends it to Brooks. Brooks takes a shot. Tips on net. Loose puck in front again. Got some stick on it this time, but a great save by the Stars goalie keeps this a one-goal game in their favor with 4 seconds left in the power play. Blues send out a new defensive unit in Miniman and Peterson. They're going to be watching behind them. Puck comes out to Miniman. Miniman steps up, takes a shot. That's blocked. Dallas Stars get the puck back. They try to clear it forward. Bounces over Miniman's stick. Peterson grabs it. He goes to Wessel. Wessel pushes it back to Peterson after taking a hit from two players. Miniman has it. He goes far side for Boyer. Boyer has it bounce on him. Stars take it away. They put it up on the boards. Boyer holds it. He hits Spatansky in front. Can't get anything on it as he's held up a little bit. Puck goes to sideboards. Wessel has it. It gets knocked off his stick. Heads up. 2-on-1. And what a save by Stutzer. Wow, what a save. 2-on-1 perfectly executed by the Stars is shut down by a diving save by Stutzer coming back across the crease. What a save. That's a web gem, y'all. That's going to be on ESPN later. Top 10. They still do those? Yeah. I don't know. I haven't watched ESPN in so long. Blues send out Crowley, Bauer, and Blanchard. Malachi Smith and Komodowski, the defensive pair. Malachi's going to battle two men behind the net. He's just pushing it forward with the skate as far as he can. Dallas comes away with it. Como comes in, picks it up. Here come the Blues out of their own zone, 3-on-3. Pass hits Crowley. He goes to the outside, brings it, gets it to the front, tip just wide of the net by Bauer. As Dallas now able to clear the zone here, they come 3-on-3 back into the Blue zone. Drop pass broken up by Malachi Smith. Malachi tries to hit Bauer on a stretch, and that's going to go all the way for icing. 4:38 left here in the third period. Blues down by a goal in what has turned into a pretty competitive game. Been a little lopsided sometimes, going both ways. Overall, though, shots are close. Scoring chances probably a little in favor of Dallas. But overall, solid hockey game once again by these two teams. As we have 29 shots for Dallas, 24 for the Blues. Blues win that face-off. It gets pushed to the point. Dallas takes it away. Heads up. They've got men. Nobody there. Good stick by Smith. Knocks it to the corner. Komodowski picks it up. He's going to reverse it and go far the other way. Bauer picks it up. He skates it out into the neutral zone. He takes a hit. Puck comes back. Hit by Malachi Smith. Knocks the Stars player off it. Komodowski grabs it. He goes the other way. And they're only going to call one on Malachi there, even though he was getting slashed the whole way. Wow, more suspect officiating here, as they're only going to call one. Oh, they did call it both ways. Look at that. Late call against both. Should be a neutral zone faceoff. Coincidentals means it comes out of the zone. Blues send out Schneider, Fugner, and Wessel on this line. And then we have Rubis and Brooksy are the defensemen. Blues win the draw. Fugner sends it back to Brooks. Brooks over to Rubis. Rubis hits a Schneider in stride, hits off his stick. All Dallas can do is put it back in deep, and they do so. Brooks retrieves it, sends up the boards for Fugner. Fugner tips it for Schneider. Schneider tries to hit Wessel. That puck is deflected. Rubis picks it up. Here come the Blues. Shot on net, pushed into the corner. Schneider chases, beats his man to the puck. Schneider holds it there. Fugner is going to help him out. He grabs it, sends it to Rubis. Rubis shot blocked in front. Here come the Stars the other way, 2-on-3. As the Blues get back in time, they take it far to the outside. Long shot, blocked by Brooksy. Fugner picks it up. He tries to get it to Wessel. That puck is picked off. Long shot, shoulder save. Schneider knocks his man down in front. They collided, I think. Brooks gets it behind the net from Rubis. They go far side, nobody home. Rubis has to hurry, tips it forward. Schneider gets it. All he can do is tip it. Here come Dallas back again. And they take it to the outside. Long shot, saved by Stutzy again. Loose puck again. Shot saved by Stutzy. Somebody has to go to the puck here. Dallas grabs on the sideboards. They're going to put it in deep. Rubis grabs it, hits his man. Schneider has it, reverses into the ref. They send it up the boards to Wessel. Nobody home. Shot gets on. Loose puck in front. Dallas has it again. And they've got to clear. Wessel strips it. He's going to get it out of the zone. He chips it up. That's going to go all the way down. Tipped off a Dallas player. Blues are able to change. That was a rough shift. 2:40 left here in the game. Dallas brings out their own zone with speed. They chip it forward. They're going to put it in deep. Miniman's going to go chase it far side. He's got one Dallas player there. Knocks him off it. The puck is left. Big elbow. We're going to go back to the power play as Blues are going to bring it in. Here comes, they try to hit Komodowski far side. Komodowski shoots, deflects wide. Harris holds it there. And here comes the Blues power play with 2 minutes, 16 seconds left after a high elbow to the head of Zilm. They might be calling, I think they said 2. Oh, they did. They called a 2 and 10 for head contact. So 7's done for the game. They got to send another player to the box to cover the minor. That was a dangerous, dangerous hit. Luckily, Zilm's okay. Blues send power play unit of Giorgio, Harris, and Zilm up front. Rubis and Brooks are the defensive pair. Wouldn't be surprised if Blues got control, and you saw Stutzer head to the bench here pretty quickly. Harris grabs it back to the point to Rubis. Rubis, he spreads him out, gives it to Harris. He's got a lane, sends it to Zilm. Zilm tries to hit Giorgio, nobody home. Zilm on a good stick check, gets it back to Harris. Rubis gets it. He goes far side to Brooks. Brooks slap shot on net. It's loose. Again, nobody home, and that puck's going to go all the way down. And Stutzer's going to play it for the defenseman into the corner. Brooks takes it behind the net. Here we go again. They go far side for Rubis. Rubis. He drops it for Giorgio. Giorgio crosses in, drops it for Zilm. Zilm, he gets hit. Rubis steps up, holds the puck. Giorgio gloves it down. No, that was a terrible hand pass call. Giorgio passed it after he knocked it down. Wow. That's interesting. Blues are going to take a timeout. 1:30 left here in the third period. They've got 1:14 left on their power play. And here we are, 1:30 left in the game. Blues send out Spatansky, Harris, and Wessel with Rubis. Dallas controls off that face-off. They send it back to Brooks. Brooks hits Wessel. Wessel's going to skate through neutral zone, drops it for Rubis. Rubis drops it for Brooks. Here they go. Brooks is going to carry it, gets across, drops it for Wessel. Wessel takes a hit, loses the puck, and Dallas puts it in the empty net. That was not good. Stutzer went to the bench, wasn't watching the play. Dallas took the puck, shot it from their own zone, and as Max was halfway to the bench, it went in. So 6-4 Dallas now, 1:07 left in the game. Miniman, Peterson, the defensive pair. Boyer comes out to join his line mates. Boyer tips it in. Blues give chase. Boyer intercepts the pass, knocks it to Spatansky. Boyer gets it, takes it to the front, tries to hit a breaking Miniman. That puck misses him. Dallas able to clear. Miniman reverses off the boards. Dallas flips it forward. Miniman has it at his own blue line, goes to his partner Peterson. Peterson's going to skate across the red line. Puck bounces on him, and here come the Blues knock the Dallas Stars player stick out of his hand, so no harm done there. And what would have been a semi-break. Peterson picks it up behind his own net, reverses to Wessel. Wessel gets hit. Dallas takes a puck. I don't really know what's going on right now, but the puck is in the corner. They're just going to hold it there, and that's going to do it for this game. Blues go down 6-4. in a game 3. So we'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. for the 4th and final game against the LA Junior Kings. Until then, see ya.